Have you ever dreamed of taking all your tax knowledge and turning it into a real, thriving, six-figure business? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into Dr. Geno Bradley's GBC 5+5 point game plan. Think of it as a clear, step-by-step roadmap designed to make that dream reality.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? It's the one every single ambitious tax pro asks themselves. You've got the skills, you know the tax code inside and out, but how do you actually build a business around that? Well, this plan is designed to give you that answer.
And let's get one thing straight right from the get-go. This is not some get-rich-quick gimmick. Nope. This is a real, structured system, and it's built for sustainable growth. We're talking about building a business that's going to last.
The whole game plan is broken down into two super clear phases. Phase 1 is all about building that solid foundation. Then, Phase 2 is where you really start to scale up. And here's the key. You don't get to skip Phase 1. You have to graduate from it.
Okay, so let's jump into Phase 1, build your foundation. You can think of this as your business boot camp. It is not about being perfect. It's all about taking action, building up your confidence, and most importantly, getting that initial cash flow coming in the door. And this image, it just captures the whole vibe of Phase 1 perfectly, right? You're at the beginning of the trail, the sun's coming up on your new business, and you're building that crucial momentum that's going to carry you all the way to the top.
All right, point 1 might actually surprise you a little bit. It's not about finding clients first. It's about recruiting. The idea here is to build a support system from day one. See, when people watch you grow and succeed, they're naturally going to want to know how you're doing it. And that creates this awesome network effect that just multiplies your impact. This quote right here, this is the mindset you need. You've got to be in the driver's seat. Your vision for your business has to be so strong, so compelling, that it pulls other people in. Otherwise, you're just going to get pulled into somebody else's plan.
Point 2 is all about one thing: relationships. The plan is very clear on this. You cannot be shy and own a successful business. But listen, this isn't about being some pushy, awkward salesperson. It's about making genuine connections.
So, what does that actually look like in practice? Well, the plan lays it out. You join groups, you go to local events, you grab coffee with people one-on-one. The whole goal is to be interested, not interesting. Ask good questions, really listen, and you know what? Eventually, they'll ask what you do, and that's when the door opens.
So if you're making connections, that leads us right into point 3, and it's so simple but so powerful. Show up. That's it. Success isn't going to find you while you're sitting on the couch. It happens when you are out there, physically and online, where the learning and the opportunities are. And I just love this quote because it is so true. Your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. Just think about it. Every networking event you almost skipped, every training you almost missed, that could have been the one. Your presence is like a magnet for opportunity. Okay, so you're showing up, you're making connections, you're going to start getting busy. And that's where point 4 comes in. You have to get organized. You know, the difference between feeling totally in control and completely overwhelmed, it almost always comes down to how well you manage your lists. Organization builds confidence. And the plan says to start with just these 3 essential lists. That's it. Number 1, who are your potential team members? 2, who are your potential clients? And 3, who are your active clients? Just knowing who's in the pipeline lets you be strategic instead of just frantic. And the final point of Phase 1. This one is absolutely crucial. You have to practice what you preach. Your own personal financial house has to be in tip-top shape. You know, clients can spot a fake a mile away. Your own discipline is what gives you that rock-solid credibility. All right, so you've put in the work, you've graduated from Phase 1. Now we get to the really exciting part. Phase 2, scaling your business. This is where you make the big shift from all that personal hustle to building a business that can grow and run without you doing every little thing yourself. This visual is just perfect for Phase 2. It's all about these workflows, automation, and structure. You're making that massive transition from being the person who does all the work to being the architect of the entire business. It's a game changer. So the first step in scaling, point 6, is what we call visibility on purpose. You're not just showing up anymore, you're showing up with a very specific plan. You're creating content that establishes you as an authority, and it attracts your ideal clients, not just anybody. Now, point 7 is the absolute heart and soul of Phase 2. Let me say it plain. Six-figure businesses run on systems, not on superhuman efforts. We're talking about standardized workflows, a good CRM, automated follow-ups. These are the tools that stop you from being the bottleneck in your own business. Okay, now let's talk about where the money is really made. It's in the follow-up. Seriously, most sales happen way after that first contact, but this is exactly where most people just give up. The plan makes it crystal clear. Consistent, valuable follow-up is what separates the pros from the amateurs.
And you've got to get this into your head. A lack of response does not mean no. It almost always just means not right now. People are busy. Your job is just to stay top of mind by providing value, not by nagging them.
And this all leads us perfectly into the final 2 points, because they are deeply connected. When you master your delivery, when you create an amazing client experience, that becomes your #1 marketing tool. And why is that? Because a happy client is the source of your most powerful growth engine, referrals. And if you don't believe me, just look at the numbers. I mean, these are staggering. Referred clients come in with a 90% trust factor right away. They convert at 5 times the rate of other leads, and their lifetime value is 10 times higher. When you do great work, your clients literally become your best sales team. It's incredible.
So let's put it all together. Phase 1, it builds your confidence, your cash flow, and your connections. And that becomes the solid foundation for Phase 2, which builds stability, scale, and, my favorite, predictable revenue. You see how one flows directly into the other? It's a complete system.
In the end, the entire philosophy is just summed up perfectly by this one line from the plan. Execute Phase 1. Graduate to Phase 2. Build something real. It's a process. You work the process, and I promise you the process will work for you. So look, this plan gives you the map. It lays out the starting line, the path you need to follow, and the system for real success. The only question left is the one you see right here on the screen. The path is clear, so will you walk it?